Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this session on the Badminton Association of India's YouTube channel. Another live show for you. As Day 2 action is underway at the Indira Gandhi Stadium at the New Delhi 2026 Badminton World Championships. As you can see, we have a very special guest today. We've been trying to get in more and more people to join us and give us insights on badminton, and there are fewer people better informed about badminton currently than Kirsty Gilmour of Scotland. Reigning European champion, congratulations on that. Three-time Olympian with Team GB, and a couple of Commonwealth Games medals, including silver at 2014, right? Yeah, and so decorated badminton player. She's been around for a long time. Not throwing any shades on your age or anything like that.
It's accurate.
She's been around for a long time. Very popular player on the tour, and someone who's had like very strong views, very informed views on badminton. So hopefully we'll be able to get a lot of information out of her, so that you get to understand where the game is and things behind the scenes. Hopefully insights around that as well. So thank you so much, Kirsty, for doing this. I know it's always crazy at a tournament of this magnitude, especially. So we really appreciate you taking your time and joining us. And of course, we have Abhijit Kulkarni, senior journalist and author of The Gopichand Factor. Thank you, as always, Abhijit, joining. Just let's start off with one place to start, right? European champion. How did that feel? You took quite a few shots to get there, so it must have been more relief than anything. Like, how was that journey been? Like 5 silver medals before, or 4 silver medals?
4. Too many to count.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Quite a few silver medals, and then finally the champion. And yeah, I mean, towards the back end of your career, it's fair to say that must have been very special for you.
Yeah, definitely. I think it was 10 years after my first medal. So yeah, it was pretty special there. There was a lot of kind of little special moments to that whole story. So yeah, 2016 I got my first European medal, and the only time I've failed to get a European medal from then till now is 2018, when it was in Huelva in the Carolina Marin Stadium.
Right.
So then we come to 2026 and we're in Huelva in the Carolina Marin Stadium. Right. So I kind of feel like I got to right a little wrong there. And also I think, 4 of those 5 silvers were against Carolina. And so to win it in her stadium and have her put the gold medal around my neck also.
Oh, I missed that. Okay.
She presented me with the gold medal, so that is also like a nice bit of storytelling to go along with it.
So it's a lovely narrative complete in that sense.
Exactly,
right?
Yes. Came like full circle moment.
Yeah,
so it was just a really, really special week. I tore my calf 5 or 6 weeks before that at German Open in the second round against Miyazaki.
Oh, wow.
I tore my left calf, and so I played very little badminton in the first 4 weeks, and then in the last kind of 10 days, 2 weeks before the championships, I started hitting a shuttle with movement again. I played my first kind of testing points on the Sunday before we started the tournament on the Wednesday.
Right. So that there is a Carolina Marin comparison there as well. If anyone could have done that, it's probably her, and it's kind of nice narrative building.
Absolutely, yeah. That whole week, I was asked to do various kind of. It was also she was officially retiring that week. Also,
that was like a felicitation.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So I'd done various little kind of messages to her, to camera also, and. I said in a couple of them, I think being born in the same year as Carolina Marin, one of the greatest players we've ever had of all time.
This happens to be a European.
Yeah, happens to be 6 months older than me.
Right.
But I think it's probably the best thing that had happened to my career.
Okay.
I always had her to kind of try to reach to.
Like the benchmark to aspire to it.
The benchmark was set and it was high, and because it's a very difficult dynamic to manage coming from a traditionally not badminton country, and to know where you fit into the world stage, or even trying to fit into the world stage is almost impossible. But she came out of the gate hard and fast, and it was kind of like, that's available to me too, and I managed to Managed to beat her a couple of times. She beat me more,
Yeah.
but I managed to get a couple of wins there at some important times.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think she was very important to my career, and again with this kind of European golds, she was still a part of that too.
Perfect. That's a lovely journey. That singles journey is something that we were talking about on our way here, right, Abhijit? Yeah.
So like somebody like what has happened over the years is like you don't see a lot of European singles players on the circuit. Like even from Scotland, the two biggest players who won a world championship medal are again doubles players. Like Yogi Morgan played mixed doubles, and I think there was one more medal, but again in men's doubles. So that way everybody was thinking that Europe singles is going, nobody's interested. Then Marine comes in, and now though she is from that generation, we are seeing new players coming in, and Marine probably changed that singles view from European women's singles. So in that sense, yes, what she's saying, I think she got inspired despite being from the same age group. I'm sure the next generation is more inspired from Marine and you to now challenge the Asians a lot more.
One thing that he did mention when we got here was kind of a lonely prospect at most of times. You know, probably not right now, but when you started off, was it it's singles, but it's not, doesn't always have to be lonely, but did it feel like that for you?
There's definitely been periods where, so we don't have the most amount of money in Scotland either. So quite often, especially around the kind of 2017, 2018, maybe into 2019 era, I was doing a lot of the travelling to the tournaments purely myself, no coach. Because for the head coach to come with me to a tournament, it leaves 15 other players with no coach.
Yeah.
So kind of logically doesn't make huge sense. So that was a very hard and a little bit very lonely time on tour, to be honest. There's a few wins that I can remember that were good in that period, but for the most part it was a lots of hotel rooms and Airbnbs by myself and organising everything myself. And you get the training schedule for the next day around 7 o'clock, so that would come through, and then I would have to go look at the schedule and try to see if I know someone from the countries round about my time. Do you want to train together? No, can't train, sorry. Do you want to train together? Let me ask my coach. No, sorry, can't. So I'm very glad. Like that's a big part of having a coach is with us at tournaments now, and even at this World Championships, Scotland has 7 players, which is it's a good sized team. For a population of 5 million, maybe 6 million now. And for even just someone to be there to do the logistical, managing part, aside from the on-court coaching
little
part,
things,
it's the little things that really take a load off your shoulder. So yes, we're in such a good position now. We have many players funded by the GB system also, which takes the pressure off the Scottish system. But yeah, I think we're in a much better place now. I'm much less lonely, so that's good.
When you spoke about being not one of the top badminton nations or the interest in sports. Yes, football probably is the biggest sport, but I was there at the 2017 World Championship in Glasgow, and I think you were made a big star there.
I arrived at the Emirates Arena, and there was BWF Total World Championships 2017, 20-foot high decal of Chen Long. Fine, world number 1, previous world champion, yes, sure. 20-foot decal of me on the front of the Emirates Arena. No one tells you this is going to happen. I think you signed something
so
somewhere.
Was a genuine surprise for you.
Genuine surprise. Okay. But you know what? I just that week, in August 2017, got glasses. I could walk. No one recognized. Okay. I put my hair down. I put my glasses on. No one recognized a damn thing. They looked straight through me. Right. So that was my way of getting around all of the posters that had gone up. But yeah, they made a packet of cards for like the gift bags, and we still sometimes use that pack of cards to play when we're like in hotels, and they've all got me on the back. My face on the back. Yeah, absolutely.
That was probably also your best World Championship in terms of performance also.
Yeah.
So I think coming back to the World Championship, like Indian players have been speaking about this, like home advantage is something that you can really build on.
Yeah, it's something. It's so abstract. It's not something you can't touch it, you can't see it, but you can feel it. It's I don't know. No one knows what it is. Like if someone's, I guess it makes you believe in like energy. It makes you believe in like some sort of energy that we can't see.
It almost sounds made up, right? Okay.
Yeah.
People cheering helps me, right? I mean, it sounds cliched, but it sounds made up. Like you don't really, but yeah, I mean.
Definitely. I don't know if it just kind of boosts and like bolsters your like, well, if they think I can do it, then I must be able to do it. Whereas if you've got a shred of like self-doubt, you could lean into that. But when you're outnumbered 4,000 to 1, you're like, well, they must kind of know what they're talking about. So you're like, oh, maybe I can do it. And then everything just kind of flows. You become more confident. You hit shots that maybe you have no right to hit. So it's, it's so... If scientists could figure that out and we could bottle it up, then we'd have some pretty spectacular performances.
Protein powders on one shelf and energy bars, like so to speak.
Home crowd support.
Your Indian experience, let's talk a little bit about that. You've been coming to India for a long time now. Just first year experience at this tournament, because there was, like, I mean, this is the official VAI channel, but we can't speak about what happened in January. It was like there was a lot of talk around the tournament. For you to come from January to here, have you been able to see the differences?
100%. There's a tenfold improvement. Yes, I wasn't so critical about the conditions in January. I think there's a little bit of, it is what it is.
Right.
But I think the pressure that was applied has really, really made the organisers step up their game, and we as players really, really appreciate it. I don't know if it's fair that we kind of compare ourselves to other sports, but I think we're all full-time professional athletes, and I think conditions are quite important. But I'm so happy with the conditions here. They're world class. It's definitely stepped up from January, and I'd just love to see that like very consistently. But I think it was a good thing, just to a kind of checkpoint to be like, oh, okay, we can be better. We can, do this.
Abhijit?
Yeah. So now we are speaking about, you have been many times to India, for the India Open, for the Premier Badminton League. What is it that really you like about India? What is it that, do you explore the country? Do you go out?
I'd say I have explored a little bit. What I enjoy about the country, first and foremost, is the people. It's one of the most welcoming, warm places that you will ever go. No one can do more for you.
Something that we hear about Scottish also a lot.
Yeah, we're pretty good at that too, so we kind of share that, definitely. So first and foremost, the people, and one part that just from just in my own brain, I'm not good at embracing the chaos really as much. That's one part I do struggle with.
You're all about the chaos.
Guys, there's lines on the road for a reason. But once you kind of relax into it, it flows like water. It flows like water. But yes, the people, the foods, the culture, and just your history, and it's I know it's very much intertwined with our history. Apologies. But to experience Independence Day was really, really special. We happened to cross over with it here. So I think I really enjoy my time in India. Like I say, when I managed to embrace the chaos of it.
So I'm sure you have played leagues across Europe also. You played the PBL. anything that you felt was works for PBL, something that you saw different in the league here and in Europe?
I think PBL was a little bit different because it was condensed to, well, the first time I think it was 3 weeks, then I think we maybe brought it to 2 weeks for the other iterations that I was a part of. I think that was better, and I think that's the only way it could maybe move forward now, being a bit more condensed, because the tournament calendar is so packed. So yes, I think that's the main way I managed to experience so much of India. I mean, you say you experience India, every part of India is so different, from Chennai up to Pune to Delhi to where else have I been? Lucknow, Hyderabad. Yeah, all of these places have their own special culture, and yeah, I think condensing the league was a really great move, I think again it comes back to the fans. The fans got really involved in it, and the coverage on TV was also, I think, very important.
And they made some tweaks that made it a little more, I think, viewer friendly. Some modifications that made it good on TV as well. I think that was one of the things that I really liked about.
Definitely, yeah, absolutely. I think they worked it for TV quite well. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I would sign up again if it was.
That was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
So any message to the people who run?
If you brought PBL back, I would say yes, please. Because I had a really fun time. Like I say, the organisation and the people that ran my teams were just great.
And you were not alone. And I've had the opportunity to speak to quite a few people about PBL. I mean, you always, when you ask someone about something, they'll say nice things, right? But it felt kind of genuine. People really liked the foreign players. Obviously, the Indian players learnt a lot from the foreign players. So from their point of view, there was something to learn. But even the foreign players really enjoyed, I think, for the most part.
I think so. That's a good point. I think what PBL did well was have the younger Indian players in each team. I was in a team with Dhruv Kapila,
right.
I think so, and also Lakshya before he was, really on the world scene. We did an escape room in Hyderabad, and I think I shouted at them both. I really love puzzles and things, and I get competitive, and I can't remember. I was younger, okay, I had a short fuse, but yeah, I think I've shouted at Dhruv Kapila and Lakshya Sen in an escape room.
Lakshya or Dhruv on the show, something
I apologise. Maybe they've blocked it from their memory because it was traumatic.
Yeah, as long as that is the case, then I guess it's fine. Something. Let's talk about badminton in general. I know you articulate about things that the way the sport is run as well. The 15x3 system is something that's getting a lot of people to talk. It's not just a theory anymore. It's official. January onwards, we're going to be in the 15x3 era. I don't know how long the era is going to last. So, but we are entering a different era, so to speak. When the proposal was made first, when we were not sure whether this was going to happen or not, what were your thoughts when you knew that so it's either going to be a yes or a no? Which side were you on?
I was leaning towards yes. It could be a good thing. It could be a good thing because I think so often when I or the kind of lower ranked players play against the top players, you quite often get to 14 or 15 all, and then the top players' quality will shine through and they'll pull away. So I think that could lead to some interesting results, but also then I started to think, well, I do love a comeback, and 15 will inhibit me from doing that so much. So I think there's pros and cons to everything. I'm choosing to trust BWF, and I'm choosing to trust that they've done the research and this will be good for the sport, whether it be the media coverage or the kind of plot points of a match for the spectators. I think there has to be the balance between what's good for the fans and what's good for the players. I know the players are the minority of the badminton culture around the world. There's only, let's say 500 of them versus a billion fans, or so I'm guessing. Sounds about right.
Yeah.
Feels about 1 billion
Yeah.
sometimes.
India, Indonesia, put together Malaysia.
Exactly,
probably
yes.
getting
China.
there. Yeah, China.
Yeah, and then the whole of Europe. So yes, I'm choosing to trust that it's going to be a good thing, and I'm going to lean into that because I think if I fight against it, it'll be a negative.
Self-defeating almost.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right, yeah. So, obviously, just to play devil's advocate, is time the biggest problem facing badminton right now? Like, what exactly are we at? So, let's say a proper 21-19, 22-20, 20-22 game goes on for 70, 80 minutes at best. Maybe we're shaving 20 minutes off it. Is that really, like, making a serious difference to you as a player? Do you think so? And are we losing out? Maybe like, okay, not all matches go to 80 minutes, right? But the ones that do go to 80 minutes are the ones that we remember. Are we losing out a little bit on that?
Potentially, but again, who is it going to be good for? I think there's maybe an underestimation of people's attention spans. Well, I don't know, with social media, we're quite short on attention spans, but people have no problem. Maybe it's more of a European and American thing with watching football games that last for so long, watching tennis that could last for 3 hours. So I don't think it's.
From a cricket match country where we watch a game for 5 days.
You watch it for 5 days, yeah. You've got no problem, exactly. So I don't know if it's like a span problem, rather than a. I actually think badminton's main problem is that we're actually too fast. Like the rallies are so fast and intricate that you can't properly see what's going on. I think if I compare it to tennis, which is maybe unfair, but you can because it's bigger movements, you've got time to see what's
Take it all in.
Yeah, what's really happening between the players. Whereas if it's a tight net exchange, you can't see that they just changed their grip and it's going over there. So I think we've actually not found the perfect way to view it. We have a screen here, so I'm just having a watch. We've not found a perfect way to view it. I think when we have the full TV set up with the cameras at the side of the court, I think that adds a bit of dynamic to it, but I think the static streaming from the back court, which is sometimes all we can manage, doesn't showcase badminton in its best light.
You can't see the holes and flicks.
No, exactly. And
the knowledge of filmmaking is showing.
Yeah, my degree is showing. But and even with kind of low resolution and things like that, we need to kind of maybe revolutionize how we stream. But I think also with there's the scoring change, but then there's also the court setup change. There's going to be only 2 courts, and they're going to be full TV
Major tournaments, right?
in 2027. Yes, absolutely. So I think that will help. I think.
Okay. Like a combination of factors probably makes it remote viewer friendly, I suppose.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, like it's wait and watch, I guess. Like I probably think it's too soon to make.
Yeah, I think
conclusions anyway.
everyone's always scared of change.
Right.
Yes.
But I think something has to change. I think the people that love badminton are banging their heads against the wall, just being like, why does no one else love this? Like, why are people not getting what I'm getting? Why are they not seeing what I'm seeing? So I think the 2-court setup, full TV setup, might go towards helping that. Just a professionalization of the streaming of badminton.
Speaking of change, there are certain things that has changed in Kirsty Gilmour's game. The jump smash has not changed, and probably you were one of the very few players who could play a jump smash at that time. What made you play something like that? And in the second part, then you came here first time in India, I think, as a 17-year-old for the 2010 Commonwealth Games.
Yeah.
Over the years, and every player I think probably speaks of, as you age, a lot of things, including your training, your approach, has to change. So if you can throw a light on that as well.
Yeah, so the jump smash, I think 2 parts. I think I was never told that I couldn't do it. I always had good coaches that never told me I couldn't do something, first of all, and parents that told me I couldn't not do something. And second part, playing with a lot of boys, and I guess just imitating what I see, and then just not being told that no, you can't do that. So kind of two factors of just like do what you see, and then no one can tell you to not do it. If you can do it, why not do it?
So for you, it didn't basically feel different. Like you weren't doing anything different.
It wasn't something I set out. It was like I have to learn this thing. It was like, oh, okay, it goes up high, and then you 2-foot jump. Like that's just what you do.
Easier,
Yeah, absolutely. You want to reach the shuttle at its highest point, so how do you jump the highest? Yeah, it was quite natural to me. I think it's been a little bit of a revolution. I think it maybe even started with Juliana Schenk from Germany. I think she was such a physical player, and then maybe rolling onto me, and now we see Wang Ziyi, Sindhu's incorporated it also. Occasionally Anse Young, I think, also, and many other female players.
Yeah, Akane does it, I think, a little.
Yes, Higashino in mixed doubles either, also. So yeah, I think it's, again, like why not? If you can, why not do it? There has been elements, and speaking of like changes through your career, and as you go older, there was a period where I was encouraged to do it less and to gain some more control, because you kind of favour power over placement with a jump smash. But I would say I think I'm finding the balance now between actually having the control when I jump. I think I'm a lot stronger in my core and my upper body, and also sometimes just keeping your feet on the ground, Sina style. She would just plant and then whack it. So yeah, but like stealing things
the shoulders through the shuttle.
Absolutely, it was a very flat smash, but it was effective. So yeah, little physical things like that can help your body continue as well. If I was going hell for leather every single time, I think I might not still be here.
And any of the moments or matches you remember you played with Sina or a Sindhu?
I think my quarterfinal World Championships against Sina was special. You know, being 5 points away from a world medal and having it taken away. And
have you spoken to Sina about it since?
No, not really. I was just one of many for her. It was monumental for me, but it was one of many for her. And Sindhu was actually one of the first top players that I beat. French Open 2013, I think. I beat her in the second round. I think she was ranked 11 in the world at that point. So I have a little win there. That's, I got one of them one time. But yeah, they've obviously been such trailblazers for Indian badminton. So it's been an absolute honour to share a court with them over these many years.
Of course, Indian badminton is in a different place now, but for a while, probably Sina's early part of the career, when you were breaking through, Sina was in the middle of probably the best spell that she had been on.
Yeah.
She was a trailblazer too, right? I mean, she was the one of one, so to speak.
Yes.
Like there were players around, but she was the benchmark, and you know something about being. So, what is the sort of pressure that comes with that? Like, you know, you're almost shouldering, sort of like you're playing for something bigger than yourself. Did you ever feel that way through your career? Or?
A little bit, more so now than ever before, really, I think. And maybe that comes with, you know, more media exposure, more social media exposure. We might get onto some subjects, but I found myself being a spokesperson for things that I never imagined that I would be a spokesperson for, and that's never something that you set out to be. There was no social media when I was 17 in Delhi Commonwealth Games. I think I took like 20 pictures the entire time, and they live in a folder on my laptop. So it's not it's a totally different world from the start of my career to now, and yes, it's been a funny journey. I don't think I could have pre-planned for much of it. Yeah, definitely.
Probably another circle to be completed there. Like it's getting to that final space where 2010 and 2030 next Commonwealth Games is in India.
I'm not sure you'll see me at that Commonwealth Games. Hey, maybe something will.
This is 4 years away.
Just just four. But yes, no. Now, right now I have eyes on LA, and then we will reassess. But yeah, it was quite odd to be in Glasgow and have it Commonwealth Games so close, but badminton not be included. I got to be a part of it in some other ways on some panels and things with Team Scotland. But yeah, it was. To be honest, when I first heard that badminton wasn't a core sport, I was a little relieved. I don't know if that's bad of me to say, but you know, I'm gonna be on posters, and I'm gonna have to, really target it as a tapering event and a main event, and the pressure of getting a medal and the home crowd and the people wanting tickets and all the things that come with a home Commonwealth Games. And I was kind of like.
But when it came about,
I was irate. I was furious that we weren't a part of it, and I would give anything to go through that kind of circus of a multi-sport event at home again. So yeah, it's a double-edged sword. Catch 22. You can't please me. You can't win. I'm never happy.
We'll not hold you for too long. Just 2-3 more questions. Sure. Something happened at All England. You've been very open about this as well. Just for viewers. It was a match against An Se-Young. I think end of the second game. You had just won the second game.
Just won the second.
So kudos to you on that. Not many people take games off An Se-Young.
Only the second person that year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She hadn't dropped the game. So Kirsty won the game, had to take a break, and then you came back. You got a yellow card. Just talk to us about that incident and what followed after that.
Yeah. So as someone that gets periods, you plan for it as best you can, and I thought I had a couple more days, so I just warmed up and playing the match, and then I became acutely aware that my period had started during that second set, and it's not something I think there's kind of myths that you can like hold it in like a pea. You can't hold it in like a pea. It's not possible. So I had to ask the umpire if I could deal with it at the toilet, and I was quite. It was a female umpire. I was quite open about saying what the problem was. It wasn't just I need a whiz. And then so the head referee had to be called over. And I don't know. I kind of had to say if I do a dive, I will leave blood on the court. It's not safe for me to continue doing this. It's not even a matter of comfort. So he said yes, but you'll probably get a yellow card when you come back. And I was like, I guess I'm getting a yellow card then, I suppose. So I ran, I came back, and I don't like to bend rules. I don't like to see how far I can push rules. That's not my personality at all. So I kind of dealt with it, came back, and had to kind of settle myself, calm myself. I think it's my first ever yellow card in like senior professional badminton.
No unsportsmanlike conduct ever.
No, I really tried to not. It's not my game. So yeah, I got a yellow card, but no, it's no fault of the umpire, the referee. That's just the rules that are in place. If you take too long, you get a yellow card. But now I think there's some works in progress to even just put a piece of protocol into the rules. I think the fact that there's nothing there to guide the umpires and the referees was the main problem. Yeah. So I hope that there is something in the works to be done there.
So that's what. Have you heard anything? So what was the conversation after the incident? Just for the record, I think BWF revoked the yellow card.
They revoked.
That's a good thing.
Yeah,
you didn't have to pay fines.
No, we put in an appeal, and I think it was quite quickly rescinded. The yellow card was rescinded, so that was fine. And then I think Huang Dongping perhaps had an incident in the tournaments a few weeks later. So I think for me, everyone in the comment sections that comes in and they're like, yeah, but you could just be faking it because you want a break. I just won the seconds. The momentum was on my side. If there's ever a time I don't want to step off court, it's probably now. And I don't think there's a person that gets periods alive that wants to declare to someone in a high chair in front of a few thousand people, the situation.
Right.
No one wants to do that.
Right.
So to me, that's just a null point. So I would really like to see just a little bit of care taken in that area going forward.
Have you spoken to the powers that be about it? Like, have you been approached, or have you taken the initiative to
No,
let me?
I haven't heard much, but going for from the incident. But yeah, maybe I will inquire as to if there's any progress being made.
Yeah.
Speaking, like you spoke about how you got very weird reactions from people doing that. I think trolling is one of the areas that has happened. A lot of Indian players have also struggled with, especially when sometimes they lose. I think the way reactions have come from fans can be unnerving, because for a player, no player wants to lose, and when something happens, it really hurts. Have you gone through it ever?
100%, and it's kind of first of all, I think most of the abuse, and we'll call it abuse, that I get is because people have bet on my match, which is something I never asked them to do. They've brought me into their worlds where I was just doing my thing. Yeah, and I know it's betting because they always tell me the scoreline.
Correct.
So it's only ever numbers on a screen to them. And I was there. I was the scoreline. I was there. So I know. And they never kind of attack anything personally about me. They'll only ever be like, you're a clown. Well, I've safeguarded against a lot of words. I actually work with an app that works with UK Sport, and it's called Social Protect. So I put all of my social media accounts into that, and they filter away comments before I can even see them.
Yeah.
I can go into the app and see the comments that have been taken away, and I can. They fight against any swear word you could possibly think of, and any misspelling of any swear word you can possibly think of.
Okay.
And then I can add my own personal ones. So I've safeguarded against like words you wouldn't even think were bad words, even like retire. It's a particularly triggering one for me. My address, in case anyone tries to put my address online.
They do that.
They might do that, so I don't want to take any chances. The word laughable, I can't think of any positive use of the word laughable, so I took that out. Clown, dog, those ones.
That's a laughable shirt that you're wearing.
Yeah, but that's not nice, so I've safeguarded against it. So yeah, that's been a really key tool for me. But yeah, I just think I don't know the answer to stop it, I guess. How do you stop people being mean?
And it's a cultural thing as well. I mean, it's probably the era that we live in.
Possibly, yes, but I think I also get accused of being a match fixer a lot, which is again, why would I do all of this training if I didn't want to win the games I am playing? Like that's reverse logic to me. So yeah.
Have you been trolled sometimes, like because you spoke about batting, because you won a match?
Yes, I have. I can't get past the trolls. I can't keep them happy. Like I've had abuse because I lost a match and I've lost them money, and I've had abuse because I've won a match and I've lost them money.
So because of the player you beat.
Yeah, exactly. So honestly, you can't win.
You should probably put out a post before every match. Guys, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to win or lose?
Exactly. Yeah, here's my bank account details. Pop them in. Honestly, it's truly like, again, something I never thought I would have to consider when I was 17 in my first Commonwealth Games, and to cut to 2026 and yeah, I'm getting called all sorts of things.
I think social media allowed the players to become stars, build a fan base, but this is the risk also that they have to take.
My friend said that if you bet on like a horse race and the horse lost, you're not going to go track the horse down on social media and send it abuse.
Yeah, give it a nice scolding.
Why would you do it to a human being?
Yeah.
It seems crazy to me.
We're all on the same planet. Have some compassion.
Exactly.
Yeah, I think we've covered most of it. Women's singles, yeah, that's one topic that I really wanted to. We were speaking about when we came in, right, Abhijit? Ansa Young.
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget that quote that you gave us. Thank you so much for that, by the way. Calling her a robot who needs to be analyzed, who needs to be studied in labs, right? That's something that you said. A lot of us used it. It's a very nice quote. So thank you for that. How do you see women's singles at the moment? You've seen the gold. Like, we love calling it the golden era, right? Even after Saina, so to speak, the Sindhu, Tai Tzu-Ying, Carolina Marin, Akane Nozomi, Ratchanok.
Yeah.
We had like a era of top 8 where any of, like, maybe Tai Tzu-Ying won more than they did, Marin won, but any of the 8 could beat any of the others.
Absolutely.
Right? But now we are in a place where if Ansa Young is fit, she's going to win.
Yeah.
How do you see that sort of evolution, and do you see people catching up with Ansa?
I think it's amazing when we see these little eras, even if it's like a year where someone is just so dominant. We even saw it in men's singles with Srikanth.
Right. 2017.
Yeah, exactly. And then, like, for whatever reason, again, kind of maybe energy-wise, for whatever reason, his style fits with or dominates what everyone else is doing, and he found something that everyone else didn't have. Same with Momota, same with Victor. And women's singles, like you say, the like Tai Tzu-Ying and her skills, Ratchanok and her just clinical shots, yes. Akane just being so steady and taking her opportunities when she gets them, and then like with Ansa Young, there's almost, when, like as you say, when she's fit, I've played her and I've thought, how will I win a point? Like, short of a bird flying in here, knocking the shuttle off court, how am I going to win a point here? So there's no missing part to Ansa Young's game. You have to play your best badminton every single rally to have a hope. So yes, I think you're right. When Ansa Young is fit and healthy, there's no weaknesses there necessarily. But I think we're in a kind of nice period where there has been some. Yamaguchi's actually been a little bit dominant right now, but I like to see Chen Yufei rebuilding after taking that step away, and yeah, we haven't seen anyone like quite as dominant as Ansa Young, and for Ansa Young to do it for 2 straight years, I think, unbelievable.
Zhang managed 1 year, 10 titles, but then the next year she struggled.
Yes.
And it was not like Tai Tzu-Ying was unfit, but I think that hunger to keep winning, sometimes that jadedness comes in.
Well,
but
Ansa Young has won everything possible, and she's 24, 25, just turned 25.
Yeah.
She's won everything possible, so like you say, that hunger, where does she go from here? Does she try to double up everything? You know, go for 2 gold Olympic golds, she's only got 1 world title, is that right? Yeah. So, you know, does she try to go for the double? She'll have to set herself goals that no one else has ever set before, which is what an unbelievable position to be in. So yes, I think, but saying that, Tai Tzu-Ying after her amazing year struggled with injuries, and then that's ultimately what was her undoing at the end. And I would, even if Ansa Young, you know, didn't come back as dominantly as she has been, she will still go down as the greatest player of all time, I think.
Already?
I think she's already beaten, I think, Chong Wei's record of title. There's something.
First person to win more than $1 million. So
also that's maybe generational with the prize money increase.
That's true. Yeah, 11 titles, I think, was. I think it's a singles record for sure. I think.
Yeah.
Yes. So even if she doesn't manage to get back to such a dominant position, which, you know, if it's just a small injury, I think she will manage it.
Yeah.
But to do
and
what she's done
it
so
quite
young.
early in her career. Like Chong Wei was 30 by the time he had that record of the maximum number of matches.
Right.
Or even a Victor or a Tai Tzu did at 27, 28. Victor was also on the other side of 25. Other side of 25.
Right.
And like she said, she's not even she's just 25. she at least has 5 years, so she's going to break almost every record for I think number of match wins definitely.
Yes. Yeah.
She's still 24, huh? Sorry, I'm
Yeah,
saying.
she's 24.
She's 24.
Yeah,
She's
she's
still
24,
24. Okay, yeah. So that's even crazier.
Yeah, maybe older than you are, so sorry about that. Yeah. But just quickly to follow up, do you think there is a need for a challenger? Almost, not that women's singles is not interesting because of Hansen, but for the discipline to become where it was, like you almost want someone like probably young, like Wanzi is still, but someone younger. Do you want to see that? Like that's probably the next step.
Yeah, I think we have Miyazaki, who's still quite young. Who else do we have? No, but I think you're right. We're mostly in the late 20s, early 30s.
Right.
I think they've had a lot of people turn 30. I think Yamaguchi must be there or thereabouts. Sindhu.
Yeah, she's still quite young, 27. I think you'd be surprised because
Oh,
she
serious?
broke through very
She
early.
broke through at 16. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. I thought she was only a couple of years younger than me, but no, she must be.
She's 29. Yeah, so.
Oh, we're close, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's. I think it's still exciting. I think regardless of age, I think people just want to see the quality. So I think even Chen Yufei playing Yamaguchi is still like an exciting quality match, and I think where women's singles especially has gotten to, and the physicality that it has gotten to. I think maybe 15 years ago, it was a kind of who was the strongest and who was the most powerful. You know, there was kind of the taller, bigger players like Wang Yihan and Zhang Ning. And now we see it's kind of people a bit more my height and that can run and are agile and are powerful and can do it for an hour and 20 minutes and have touch at the net. And I think we've come to a more complete, not to take away anything from the players of that type, that our badminton now is so informed by those players. And I think it's the strength and the depth in women's singles is incredible. I remember going to kind of Premier Super Series tournaments back in the day, and you would just hope for there was maybe 10 players in the draw that you were like,
you don't want to play them early.
No, I would love to play like that you would be like,
very few. Yeah.
I'll take them. I would love that draw. And now you look at the draw and you're like, oh God, there's not one player that's like weak, because to have come through the rankings to get to that point, everyone has had to fight so hard, and it's actually so much harder to stay there now. Yeah.
But there's this among badminton fans, there's this feeling that if you see the major tournaments, a lot of times Kirsty tends to get those top players too early in her draw. Do you feel frustrated
I
sometimes?
feel like that, yeah. If I see my name next to Ratchanok's name one more time, I swear, no. There has been kind of like things over the years where we think that there's like a bug in the tournament software thing, because Lena Kiersfeld changed put her middle name in.
Oh, so thinking that would help.
Yeah, she had Carolina 4 first rounds in a row.
Oh wow.
And then the federation put Heumark in, and it changed. We don't. I don't think we use the same system anymore. But there's definitely been players that have been like, hang on a minute, this seems suspicious. But no, I do think it's just luck of the draw,
Sure.
and I'm maybe just sometimes unlucky.
Okay, but I mean, you won enough, so it's.
Let's try her foresight. And if you can predict the 4 medalists in women's singles here.
Okay, I need to get the seeds correct.
I can help you with the draw if you want. Yeah.
So we have An Se-young and Yamaguchi. Right. We have Sindhu.
Sindhu the same half as An Se-young, but not a quarter.
Okay, yeah, same half. And then who's the 4 seed?
So Sindhu and Putri are project. So Sindhu / Wanzi. Wanzi and Sindhu are supposed to be around 60.
Okay, up there, right. Oh,
so that's a difficult one. So whoever wins that will probably play Putri.
I think Sindhu will get a medal because we're home crowd. I think she's had a good run.
Yeah.
I think the stars are aligning for another PV Sindhu medal.
So you think she'll beat Wang and Putri? She's had a good year. So 2 difficult opponents on not the easiest draw, but she has a record
Yeah.
She's never lost to a Chinese player at the World Championships. I don't know if you know that.
Well, I did not know that, but
Yeah.
let's say yes. I'm going to say yes. I
Okay.
think she'll beat Wardani and Wang Zi.
So that's
will
An
sh-
Se-young, Sindhu in the first half.
So I
the
think
top
An
half.
Se-young, Sindhu on the podium from the top
You see
half.
Akane going to the semis, I'm assuming.
I see Akane going to the semis, and who else? Who would
Chen
come
Yufi,
down?
Chen Yufi and Hanyu. No, Hanyu is up.
Internon and Okawara are supposed to be in the
Okawara
round of
just
16. She won today. She managed
Sure,
to win.
sure.
She managed to win.
She managed to win.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't think Okuhara has a world medal
Yeah.
in her this year. Chen Yufei.
Yeah.
I think Chen Yufei.
That's a projected semis, I think, on the. So if the seeds hold, I think it'll be Chen versus Akane.
Yes, I think Chen has a more complete game than Han Yue.
Right. And Miyazaki is also in the mix there, but yeah, I think Chen.
I think Chen Yufei is slightly stronger.
Right.
Yes. So, quote me on that.
Yeah, perfect. So now semi-finals predictions. An Se-young, do you see Sindhu beating An Se-young? You're watching. You're speaking to Indian fans. So.
I don't know An Se-young's condition right now.
Yeah. Okay.
I think if anyone in this whole draw, Yamaguchi and Sindhu could beat An Se-young in this tournament this week.
Okay.
So let's say An Se-young bronze, Sindhu. I think Sindhu could win it,
Oh wow. Okay.
but that's not just because I'm on this YouTube channel right now.
Yeah.
I think with recent form, with home crowds,
She loves a big event.
she's a big event player.
Right.
Yes, and she has a proven track record.
Okay.
So
So
I
we'll probably clip this section and put it all on social media.
yeah, it's verbatim, absolutely definitive.
Thank you so much, Abhijit. And I think we've had her for long enough, much longer than we anticipated. I hope we didn't hold you back from something. We'll cut to the schedule for today quickly. Continue with just a quick review of day 2 action. Thank you so much, Kirsty, for your time. Really enjoyed speaking to you. Thank you so much for coming here, and we'll stay in touch. We'll tag you in the necessary clips so that you. So thank you so much for waiting. We just had to make sure that we don't hold Kirsty back for too long. Very nice of her to spend this much time with. I mean,
Yes,
we
yes.
didn't tell her a time, but she's
Yeah.
open to speaking for so long. So hope you guys enjoyed it. Since it's a preview show, let's quickly look to the day because we've already in the middle of
first
one
Indian
match.
has already
Yeah,
started.
just Abhijit, look ahead to the day.
Rohan Kapoor and Rutvika Shivani have won the first game.
Oh,
It was
20
a
to 20,
close
it was
game.
quite close, yeah.
It was a close game, and it's going close. I think both the teams are struggling to play longer rallies
Okay.
with the way the drift is probably. But yes, I still think the Indians should wrap it up in 2 games.
Okay, yeah, so they had 3 game points in the first game, so they had to convert the third one. Interesting. So yeah, 11-10 lead in the mixed doubles match for Rohan and Ritvika. Coach Gopi is on duties again today. Just looking forward to rest of the day. We quickly showed you the schedule. I'm personally excited about the women's doubles match. Trisa Gayatri versus the Americans Lauren and Allison. We talking about it on
coached by a former Indian doubles player.
Right. Yeah.
So yes, Shlok Ramchandran would be, I think, what do you say, in a dilemma whom to support. I'm sure he's going to support his own girls, but yeah, because he has spent time with these girls also.
Exactly, yeah.
So in that sense, yes. But frankly, like after that whole high of match between Ayush Shetty and Shi Yu Qi, I think today's build-up is feeling a bit mild.
Right.
Like it is not feeling the same. Like the anticipation of that match yesterday was something.
Fair enough.
Today,
even before, right? Even before the match, we were also.
I think even after, we are also going through that. What do you say?
Withdrawal, so to speak.
Yes.
I mean, it's probably just for a few hours. So that one big match for India is the doubles match because the American pair, we must mention, are seeded as well, right?
Yes.
There are 16 seeds. Trisa and Gayatri have, of course, been ranked much higher than they're 39 or 40 right now. So that is going to be a tricky one. And we quickly go through the other matches as well. Lakshya is also in action later in the day, and he's playing an Australian opponent ranked beyond the 100. So shouldn't be kind of what Sindhu did yesterday, like finding out the conditions, right? So just talk to us about what's pending for India.
So around 4:30, Kavipriya Selvam and Simran Singhi will play the Stoeva sisters.
Right. Oh, that's a big one. Yeah.
That's a big one for them.
For the Indian,
in that sense. Just for the viewers, Stoeva sisters have been spending more time in India. They trained at the National Center in Guwahati for this preparation. So in that sense, I think they have now got used to the Indian weather and they have prepared it well. But yes, I'm just hoping that the Indian players give their best and we have a good match. And then let's hope that there's another upset that we can talk about.
Right.
Like yesterday. Yeah. So that is the match. Then
just interject you there. The Stoeva just spoke really well in the mix zone about their experience in Guwahati. They were like, they're ranked very high, number 9 I think there at the moment. But they spoke about the facility in Guwahati so highly, saying it's great to have a center where players are all focused on badminton. Like it's like a family of badminton players. We from Bulgaria, we don't get that in Bulgaria. There's something that spoke really fondly of the center. They when they left, they had a chance to the doubles trainer there is Sozanov. They had a chance to speak with him, get some inputs about playing in India. But they were very high praise for the National Center of Excellence in Guwahati. And a lot of the Indian kids train there at the moment. Of course, we have Tanvi Sharma, the most prominent example of the product of NCE at the moment, who's starting to make waves. Ashmita trains there, but of course the center is for the teenagers, the junior players, so to speak. Yeah. So they were had really nice things to say about it. So in terms of Indian performance, Indian matches, I think we probably have
one mixed doubles match.
Mixed doubles more.
Ashit and Amruta, who got a late entry in the tournament. They are playing a
Turkish pair. Yeah.
And then we have Unnati Huda in action today.
Correct. So it's probably coming up quite soon, right? It's again not a difficult opponent. I mean, Tet has been around for a while now, but I mean, she's...
Yeah, but Unnati has beaten her before.
And, twice, I think. But I mean, in terms of the... It's a fairly winnable first round match, we should say, for Unnati, but debut, so there will be some nerves. So it'll be interesting to see how she goes. So those are the 6 matches today featuring Indians. It'll start to get, I think, a little tricky from tomorrow onwards. So we'll have more interesting. I think the sort of dopamine hit will come in tomorrow morning again. I think.
I think we can all enjoy one quiet day after yesterday's high.
We're still coming down from that. Speaking of yesterday, we have a quick video of Ayush Shetty of speaking in the mix zone last night. We'll play that for you. I think it'll be interesting for you to see what you had to say. So just a quick video for you from...
Go to causing upsets, and he's done it again, and that too in some style, defeating world number 1 Shi Yu Qi. Ayush, that was exhilarating to watch. What was it like to be part of a match like that?
Yeah, I think it's a really special win for me at home soil. World Championship debut and beating world number 1 is really great, and I think it gives me good confidence moving forward.
Before today, the head-to-head stood at 3-0 in Shi Yu Qi's favor. But yesterday, when we asked you to pick a winner for this match, you picked yourself. And today, it's come true.
Yeah, I think I believe that I could pull it off, and yeah, I think happy the way I played today. I think it was a super tough match and a really nervy match at the end, but happy to pull it off.
Tactically, what did you do differently to finally get past Shi Yu Qi?
I think I was working really hard for the points. I knew it was not going to be easy. He was not going to give me easy points. So I think we had a game plan, I think managed to keep it really good, and yeah, I think we stuck with the plan, and I played some good badminton today.
You really did play some good badminton today. Could you talk us through your mindset? Because the odds were against you. You were going up against world number one, the defending champion, someone you'd never defeated before.
Yeah, but I think it's always special playing world number one. But I had the belief that I could, pull off the win. And yeah, I think I was playing aggressive as well. And definitely it was really nervy at the end when I was catching up. But happy I took the risk and played a deceptive shot. And yeah, it was in, and it was a great relief.
Yeah, it was great to watch that as well. Now, finally, we know that you are a big anime fan. If you had to describe this win using anime terms, what would you use?
My favorite character is Zoro. So there's a scene in One Piece where he's standing like this and he's like nothing happened. Yeah, something like that.
Thank you so much, Ayush, for giving us the joy and for entertaining us and for having this chat with us. And all the best for the next round.
So that was Ayush last night in a pretty good mood after what was arguably the biggest win of his career so far. I really like, I think we briefly talked about this as well in the video last night. I really like that at the end of it all, he was still like, okay, so one round.
It's not just one match.
Right? I mean, you don't win a medal after winning one match in badminton, unfortunately. So that was nice to see. And just please, if you haven't seen the video last night of Coach Sagar Chopra joining us, there's a very, very nice breakdown of what Ayush did well, but more importantly, of
how
what
he has progressed.
Yeah, how he has progressed and the things that he doesn't normally tend to do well, right? I mean, it's a very balanced. So it's not just, hey, my ward just won a big match, so he's great, right? That wasn't the very sort of balanced take on where Ayush is. His game is right now, where he's improving, where he can still improve, things like that. So do check it out. It's on the live page of the Badminton Association of India's YouTube channel. Abhijit, we'll be back again for a show late in the night. Let's see how the day's progresses. We'll try and keep bringing these guests for you, if not for every show, as much as we can. Hopefully you're enjoying these conversations. It's just our attempt to sort of make badminton watching a little more interesting along the sidelines as well, right? So thank you so much for tuning in. We'll let you know about the show in the evening as well. It'll be around the same time as last night once the India matches are done. Do tune in, and hopefully more such insights coming along the way. Thank you so much.